Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a few ways to make your queuing time in casual or competitive more enjoyable. So before we start, there's one important thing you'll have to do is you have to go to your options and scroll down, and then you have to go to your toggle developer console bit, which is in the miscellaneous tab. You have to make sure that's set to some key that you can remember and learn to use. So that means that when you have the developer console closed and press that key, it'll open again. Now, what you want to do is you want to click on Find a Game and go to Casual or Competitive, it doesn't really matter. I'll just go to Casual. You can see Casual menu opens up, and well, I mean, you can create a party or anything, and you can start a search. But while you're waiting for your search to complete, I'm not going to click it because it takes like barely any time for me to get into a server. So you want to press your key that you use to open the console. So you can do this while you're searching as well. So just press that key and the developer console will come up. Now there's a few commands you can open here. Actually one command in particular, which is, if I open it up again, is this command. Gamemenucommand openserverbrowser. So I'll type it out. Gamemenucommand openserverbrowser. That one right there. And once you type that in, you'll actually be able to search for any games, any community servers, and you can play these while actually queuing up. So you don't have to like stare at the queue screen if you're having long queue times. So after, I mean, you'll automatically get put into a game if the search time is completed and it's found a server for you. Now, I've heard of some people having problems both in the casual mode and the competitive mode that their ping has been very high. So to kind of fix that, there's actually a good command you can use, which is if you press that key to open your console again, I'll show you commands. So first of all, you want to use this command. It is TF underscore matchmaking underscore ping underscore A underscore 50. I'll have these commands in the description, so you can put them in your auto executable file, or in your your auto exec file, or in a different executable, so you can execute them before playing a match. So you want to use that command first, and then you want to use this command, tf underscore matchmaking underscore ping underscore b 100. So it's like the same, but it's b, it's 100. And you want to use the same, but then c 150. Now you can make it b 75 and c 100, depending on what kind of ping you're expecting to get at a maximum that you can play with. Now, once you've input these commands, what it does is first it will look for a server to match you against other people with when you have 50 ping, or anyone in your party that uses the command. And then it'll look for another server. If it doesn't find that one with 50 ping, where you have 100 ping on, and then it'll try to match you. But then if it can't find another one, when it can't find one on 100, it'll try to find one on 150. And I think the standard for C is 300, which is why people sometimes, as a last resort, get matched in servers all the way across the world with 300 ping. So that's just like a neat little trick to kind of region lock your searching. Now I've kind of tried this a lot actually. I've played 23 games, you can see. I've also asked other people to use this command and tell me how it worked, and they said it worked perfectly fine, and they've never been matched in any other continent which is the same for me actually. I've never been matched in a server over 100 ping, so this works great. Now, when you're playing competitive, you might know that your view model is locked, like you can't use this command, which is r_draw view model 0. You can't actually use this command in matchmaking because it's locked right now. I don't know, it might change in the future. But anyways, there's actually Valve has actually made a new feature to compensate for this change, which is TF_use_min_view models 1. This will make your view models become slightly smaller and be offset further down your screen, so they're less obstructive. And this is generally a good change since they also force the view model FOV to be quite low, so that means even less of your muffin is actually taking up the screen. I really like this change personally, but I know some people are having issues with it, so they might change it in the future. Honestly, it's a bit weird at first, but you'll get used to it pretty quickly, I hope. But yeah, use that command if you have any problems with view models being very obstructive. And as a last little tip is matchmaking currently has this thing where if you play matchmaking, it forces all sorts of high-end settings and commands and doesn't allow some use of scripts and commands like I've told you before. So what you want to do after you play the matchmaking game and you want to play casual or community or members machine, you just want to quit your game and restart, because competitive forces a bunch of settings that you can simply disable by restarting your game. A lot of people play competitive and then play casual, and then they have a lot of FPS issues because competitive forces some high-end issues, settings that don't work as well in casual because it's 12v12. It's a lot more like graphically intensive. So I hope that this video helped. Any questions you can leave in the comments. I'm sure a lot of things will get changed over time because people are complaining, but this should make your game a lot more enjoyable. Oh, one last thing actually, if you want to do this, is when you use the game menu command openserverbrowser, but you can also type, instead of that, is map, and then you can open a jump map or open some, I like to open sometimes CP process final, and load this map up to practice some jumps while I'm waiting for the game to start. It's pretty much the same as a server browser though, to be honest, but that might also work. Alright, so I hope this helped you. I actually wanted to make this video a lot earlier, but I was really sick, so sorry I didn't make it earlier. Anyways, see you guys. Bye bye.